During the funeral in both Revenge of the Sith and Tales of the Jedi, we saw Padme's lifeless body being mourned in Theed City on Naboo, with hundreds of thousands of people paying their respects. In Tales of the Jedi, we learned that Ahsoka Tano was actually in the crowd as well. And while this of course wasn't in Revenge of the Sith, so don't bother trying to find her like Waldo in the crowd, as she didn't exist at the time since George Lucas hadn't released the Clone Wars series yet, it's comforting to know that Ahsoka was indeed there, and that's exactly where she went after we see her in Clone Wars Season 7. Padme was seen in her gown holding the japor snippet that Anakin had given her on the ship when he was 9 years old after being saved from Tatooine. Now, the weird thing about this funeral is that we see her as pregnant, and we all know that she gave birth to Luke and Leia. Obi-Wan went to watch over Luke, and Bail Organa took Leia. So why would she appear to be pregnant? Well, there's actually two reasons for this. I think they're both canon. One of them definitely is the new Disney canon, but I like the original answer, which was approved by George Lucas in the Revenge of the Sith novel. And it actually comes from Yoda, where he orders for Padme's body to still appear to have a pregnant bump, because he knows that the Empire will be watching over and she'll be looked over, because Yoda knows the Empire will be watching the funeral. And Yoda doesn't want to take any more chances than he needs to. In case Anakin had told Palpatine about Padme's pregnancy, or in the event that Anakin was alive and somehow survives, Yoda wanted Padme to look like she was still pregnant and that the baby died with her. He then goes on to say that these children will be the future of the galaxy, the future of the Jedi.
To Naboo, send her body.
Yoda stretched his head high, as though tasting a current in the Force.
Pregnant, she must still appear, hidden, safe. The children must be kept. Foundation of the new Jedi Order. They will be.
Now, also in the visual guide for Revenge of the Sith, we learn that Padme's parents and family were told that she was killed by the Jedi on Coruscant. Now, Palpatine had this whole smear campaign where he wanted the galaxy to think that the Jedi were absolutely insane and they were just murderous beings that went around killing politicians and innocent people. This is why so much of the galaxy ended up hating the Jedi. But in Padme's case, the reason she still looked pregnant was to confuse the Empire and protect the future of the Jedi with Luke and Leia.